It's a really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to Waco, Texas, and McLean Stadium, the home of the Baylor Bears. As we see the number 10 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Bears will kick this away to get us going. Doesn't bring the kick out. They'll start at the 25. They'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. The pocket breaking down. Grab by the receiver. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
It's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looking right, this one caught.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the Huskers are on the move here.
That is a 1st down. Good job by this big offensive line and this running back to be able to pick up positive yards. How often have we said that over the years with backs and offensive line play from Nebraska?
This is becoming a productive drive. A 1st down at the 47. Checks this down to the running back. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
The Cornhuskers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Handoff to the back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Seventh play of the opening drive. They've moved it, but now face a third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. That's big. They convert on third and set him up first down from the 32.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Grab down the middle. It's Morris. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Makes the grab, but doesn't get much. He's going to be ruled down short of the marker.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Grab near the sticks. It's Johnson. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so now it's second and goal from the 6. Oh, it's snapped to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a third and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on third and goal.
On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. On the move now. Looking to the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up fourth down now.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
So what's the play call? It's fourth and goal from the 3. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Nebraska.
But we kind of knew that they were going to approach this game and feel that every possession counted. And here, going for it on 4th and goal pays off for an early touchdown for this team.
And he knocks through the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Second down after that previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. Passes the 40. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Bears. There was no catching him that time.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Important second down play coming up. Looking for a receiver. Pressure is coming. Incomplete. Tried to find the receiver there. Just missed him.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Oh, and he's got some space here. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. So here comes the Baylor offense out of the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Single back, takes the handoff. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays down the field off play action.
Tackle, but first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Fighting him off. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. The back's got it. Finding some room at the 25. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Baylor. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. What an electric play. Suddenly, they've moved into scoring position down to the 24.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
So after the massive play, it's first down just outside the red zone now. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The Huskers looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Second down, looking to throw it. He makes the grab. Quick tackle after the catch, but it's 1st and goal at the 8.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's 1st and goal.
So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a 1st and goal. Very efficient so far. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Now the pass rush gets home.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a 1st and goal situation.
Tough situation here. 2nd and goal all the way back to the 15. Looking to throw here. Moves out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They capped the drive with 6 points. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. And the single back takes the handoff. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
A play action, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Pass complete on a crossing route. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Boy, the quarterback looks so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal 3rd down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
He'll hand it off. Gets into space at the 50. Breaking tackles and going. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Bears. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Empty set as they try for the 2-point conversion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Screen to the wide receiver. And he runs it into the end zone. So now the lead sits at 7.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Looking to pass. It's Griffin. Nice grab. It's Johnson.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Crucial third down play after that completion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's complete on the crossing route. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
It's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Incompletion makes it second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off. He throws it right in the double coverage and pays for it.
Love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Handoff to the back. It's a strong stiff arm. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Looks right for a quick completion. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
now run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a short gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now it's second down here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Some hard running there through a tackle. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now and start the third quarter. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Running up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's third down for the offense. Here comes a handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Baylor.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
And that is a gutsy call to go for it on fourth down in your own territory. But you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call up specifically for these situations.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. It's an out route, the catch made. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
And the Bears pick up enough yardage for a first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And there's the handoff. Running with purpose. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Handoff to the single back. Inside the 30. He's in the clear. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
You know, in college football anymore, Chris, you get caught up in the big plays through the passing game. But we're seeing what this back can do when he has room to run. Great acceleration, great speed. I know he gets tackled here at the 2-yard line. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give that young man the football again. Let him get his touchdown.
The Bears line up with a first and goal.
6-9-1, Gators score. Lasso.
Design quarterback run. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Baylor.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the 1st down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Begin the drive here, set up at the 30. He's going to hand this off. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the 2nd half. This back had a great 1st half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now.
Let's go. Listen.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. And we're able to get him down.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right. But the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for a nice game.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. Stop for no gain there. That'll do it for the 3rd quarter. The final quarter coming up next. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Short throw complete to the tight end. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
A gain makes it second and medium.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. It's almost an extension of their passing game.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job of eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And now the handoff. Touchdown, Bears! Still no answer for this offense.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And they'll set up for the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. He's looking deep here. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Second down after the incompletion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The receiver grabs it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
That's reeled in. It's Johnson.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
That completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking deep downfield to the left. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Pounding away with the run game. He's found some room at the 45. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
No problem with PAT right down the middle.
That makes the score Baylor 42, Nebraska 14.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete, comes up a little short on that throw.
The quarterback here, I think, makes a mistake. He's got the time and the space to put a little bit more air under the ball, but instead he rushed it with a bullet pass, and it falls short. This is where poise separates the good quarterbacks from the great.
Breaks into the clear. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
The Cornhuskers pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. This is the 6th play on the drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. The Cornhuskers with 1st and 10 here. He'll hand it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. And they'll stop him just short the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Trying for a fourth down completion. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he goes down, but the important thing, it's enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs. He'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing that you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. Can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Bringing it out, it's Carter. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. And they'll use the ground game here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Cricket.
They're going to run it. Bites off the defender. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
Try and muscle for the first down. Crosses the 35. Comes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game